It is Dan McDonald. It is the wee hours of the morning. I'm working with the minimal lighting that I've got. I think I said on one of the last videos that from about like 1 to 4 is the prime lighting I try to hit. But this is early morning. I'm getting ready to make a bunch of food for church. We're going to do this long video. It could be, I don't know, a couple hours, hopefully like an hour and a half. I get everything done. I'm going to make some juices. I'm going to make a big fat salad, and I'm just going to record the whole thing. I'm not going to edit anything. Surprise, surprise. I got the hat mic, so even if I do walk to the fridge to get something or walk outside, we'll still have at least the audio kicking. I'm just going to start everything from scratch. I got like a few juices, and I got a salad. I don't think anything else, nothing major today. This is my first time back making food for church in a long time. We had the COVID thing, and then we tried to get it going again. Couldn't quite ever get it going. Now we found another stable place. I mean, Kauai kind of does a lot of stuff to move people around all the time and things like that. But we had Holly Ohana for like 2 years straight. That's when it was the good old glory days, when we were making food for like 100 people every weekend. Anyhow, we're going to see if we can get that rolling again, playing some music, making some food. So let's get started on this thing so we can get it going. And then after this video, make sure you watch the next one, because I have to tell you what happened. But I'm going to leave it off of this one for now. We'll just get through this one. I'm going to be on my absolute best behavior. Then I'm going to make a video after this one, filling everybody in. What's going on? Okay, but for now, we'll leave all that positive. Spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Mary Poppins style. Can you dig it? Everything is wonderful, amazing. It's actually pretty good, but it's just that there's a lot going on here, and we'll talk about that in the next one. So let's have a good time today. Let's make some awesome juices and show you how to store them and everything else. So let's just go. The first one today is like a tonic that I'll be putting together with an unbelievable amount of ginger, but it's really it's like a citrus ginger turmeric tonic. So just small shots. It's not something that's meant necessarily to take 32 ounces, but let's just get started. I got tangelos and oranges and mandarins, and I'm going to make myself a juice first so that I've got one for later after I blast everybody. I got a green juice. Oh, there's that lemon I was looking for. We got some nice lemons and stuff. I got a green juice. I might even juice some watermelons. I might cut those up whole. I'm not sure. But I'm looking forward to really playing some music. I think it's been like a year since I've played. Whoa. And that's like a recipe for like sadness, because I love to play music, like these videos are somewhat creative, but what happened is I made a truly creative video from my heart, and I got in trouble for it. So that's the thing. I mean, over here, so people are giving me all kinds of advice about what to do and who to be and how to say things and what I should do with every part of my life, not really knowing what I'm dealing with behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So, because this is my job, everyone should understand. It's like, you're not going to just say, hey, I'm Dan McDonald, and I'll tell you what, you go tell your boss to F off. And you're like, well, I have 3 kids and a wife. I might want to think about that. And it's kind of like, I'm kind of like, hey, everybody, this is my job. I got a roof. I got like insurance payment, phone payment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to sometimes that's just how life is, and I'm trying to find a new job. I forget, I keep screaming at the camera, but I got the thing right here. So I'm trying to find a new job, a new way. I mean, this thing has been really cool. The last 15 years on the internet's been pretty cool thing, man. So I'm grateful. But with everything that's going on, and then me being who I am, it's like, okay, the food thing is really cool. Like, I dig it. It's one spoke on the wheel of my life. But when I get talking about what's really real, I made a video. I was talking about what's really real. It was an hour. I put it up on the Elite Video Club. And then ixnay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful about what platforms I use. It's just that this one is the easiest, but I will be going back to using the, this is for all the Elite Video Club members. I'm going to be going back to using Vimeo exclusively. I've never had any problem with Vimeo. So I'm going to go back to that so that when I put those videos up for the Elite Video Club, you know, because there's certain things about life that I believe in. Not everyone agrees with me and stuff, but I feel very strongly about what's happening in the world today. And I think, you know, masculine men, like unmasculine men, they're not going to say anything. They don't know what's going on. They're not protectors. And there's a real, I've talked to a lot of women, and they're pretty surprised at the kind of the diminishment in masculinity and testosterone. So sometimes younger women are attracted to older men because we're from the old school, you know. We still have our testosterone. We change tires, you know. We change the oil. You know, we know how to split wood, stack it, you know, start a fire, things like that. That a lot of these younger guys, they just don't. They've never had anything like that, you know. So everything is automated. So anyhow, you know, I think there's a lot of people that are surprised and almost scared by masculinity. It's gotten such a bad rap, you know. It's like toxic masculinity. It's like, no, that's just masculinity. You know, it's like they want everyone to be a bunch of little wussies. I would use another word that we would use back in the old days. But it's just a bunch of wussies, you know. And thank God, you know, that I'm glad I'm me, man. I like my life. It's like I'm like a masculine health guru, you know, where it's like just because I eat fruits and vegetables doesn't mean I'm a wussy. You know what I mean? Like I'm just going to be a pushover for, you know, these agendas and stuff. I got to be very careful. I don't want to ruin this video, you know. Right now it's real tight. And the sophistication that they have is really amazing. The level, because I was using code. All I was doing was talking about my own experience. Using code, and it must have been a human being because the human being or the AI is getting smarter to be able to decipher code words and also gestures as well, because I made some gestures to sort of, you know, create a thing where you could understand the code words, but also like a movement showing you a type of movement, a bodily movement. So they must be paying attention to bodily movements and words because I was speaking in code and they still took it down. So I'm like, okay, I got to be cool, man. And I don't even want to talk about this. So I'm going to have to get better at all this stuff because it's hard for me not to be a real person. But that's sort of what they're demanding from us. And everybody, I really appreciate and respect the people that, you know, they just talk about their niche and that's it. And it's just a business. They make money. And, you know, I started off on the wrong premise. I was just this real person behind the RV, just being myself, you know. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I never got into this like, oh, I'm going to start a business on the internet. I had no idea that that's what's going to happen. I probably would have done it a little bit differently, structured it differently, made outlines, and just stayed within the lines. But I was so natural at getting up here and, you know, just doing this while I do this, because this is what I was going to do, even if the camera wasn't there. It's a little easier when there's no camera, you know, because I can stand here and do it naked. You know what I mean? And then when you know, because if, you know, nobody's here, the shades are closed, I open the shades to get the lighting. But, you know, I'd be naked or whatever. I don't need to have a microphone on. I don't need to set the camera up. I don't need to have all this stuff kind of set up. So I put a lot of energy into these videos and stuff, you know, believe it or not, even though I don't do the editing or anything like that. But I'm going to clean up my act. I'm going to clean up my act, clean up my act, clean up my act. Because I do, it's a good job. Just, hey, everybody, try to eat real food. That's basically what my job is. And then we argue about, yeah, but that's 1.7 nanograms of fat too much. And it's like, oh, God. If you were going to die from eating too much fat, believe me, I would have been dead a long time ago. My arteries would be clogged up and I'd be dead on the ground, dude. Because I've actually tried experiments where I'm like, okay, I'm going to kill myself with fat. And it doesn't work. Now, the kind of fats that I eat are like the raw fats, you know what I'm saying? That aren't, extracted with solvents and genetically modified seed oils that have been high heated, So these raw fats, those have a really good effect on the body, the brain, the nerves, the tissues. Now, I'm not saying you have to do what I've done. I just wanted to see, so I would go through periods. Now I'm high carb, high fat, high protein. And that's what seems to work the best for me. So that'll confuse everyone. What does that mean? What are your percentages? It's like, I don't do that. I'm awake. I pay attention. And I have experience. So there's a lot of experience too, This needs to be tightened up a little bit. Hopefully it gets me through. Anyhow, I just, it's just like, it's so much experience. And then it's just like, like you understand your body. You understand like, okay, my blood, right? You want to keep your blood healthy. You want to keep your tissues healthy, and you want to feed your brain, and you want to insulate your brain. That's what the fat's for. And then you want all 22 essential amino acids for all the different precursors that they produce. All the different amino acids have like 1,000 different potentials that get broken down and utilized for, tens of thousands of biological processes. And yes, the body can be very efficient and get it a little here, a little there, a little there. But I've found that, just like I said over and over again, my number one source of protein is the Pyridine, natural protein, which is pea, hemp, and goji berry protein. And those ones, sometimes the nuts and seeds get a little bit excessive. Hemp seed, not so much. But sometimes too many Brazil nuts, too many macadamia nuts, too many pine nuts can have an inflammatory effect, which has some, but not all, 22 essential amino acids. But what I'm saying is, what I've found, is that, because I resisted it too. I resisted the powders forever, But then I got to using them more and more often, and then I did some experiments, and I was like, every time I eat this stuff, because I was like, you can spend all day trying to, 4 grams of beans, 7 grams of rice is the perfect combination for all 22 essentials. I don't like beans or rice. I mean, there's some beans that I like. I like the mung beans and stuff. And beans are a real decent food. I know Furman, he's all into the beans and stuff. And if you do it right, it can be very good. I think you should soak and sprout the beans. And then if you high pressure cook them and keep them away from the cans and the BPA and the plastics, then you're going to be a lot better off. But you also have to make sure that you're getting organic beans, because the beans, the lentils, I talk to people. I've done thousands of consults. I'm surprised. But then again, I've been studying this stuff for, 30 years or something. So I don't expect everyone to understand. But yeah, their guts are tore up because, you don't have to be 100% raw to be healthy, but you have to be as much non, pesticides as possible, and non herbicides, of course, fungicides, all that stuff. And, there was another situation where the mind is a huge component. So you want to be aware of the physical, which is, these substances and stuff that build up over time, or the pesticides that have a lower frequency. They lower the frequency of the food, so that lowers your frequency just automatically. You can't change the laws of the universe. Um, but it also just disrupts the physiology of the gut, because they are antibiotics. And that's what I'm dealing with here on this channel, is that I'm talking about like health information, and they have a whole nother different paradigm, which is they are really, and that goes way back, and they've been protecting that. They protect all of their, I don't see how it is. It's like you can't even make a video because it's like, hey, everyone, do you want to get healthy? I was talking to a friend. I'm like, the dentist screw up your teeth. The other people that have this thing from the medicine, see, I don't want to do anything because you can't really say anything. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just got to be more, because it's so automatic for me to just be like, hey, there's certain things that you want to know, but I can't really talk about that. So what I'm going to have to do probably is just start making classes and just use YouTube to promote the retreats, the consults, the Patreon, because I can speak freely on Patreon. I don't get any traffic on Facebook or Instagram. That's my business is the YouTube. That's where I get, rent money is from YouTube. But that's the one where I'm always like, oh God, please, because and then and I haven't had a plan. So I'm just relying on the YouTube, and then carpet gone out. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm homeless, homeless again, which really isn't my greatest fear at all. But I'm sure I could be like, hey, I'll trade you, I'll make you healthier than you've ever been if you give me a place to live. I don't really like living with other people because I'm cool, man. Like, I walk around naked, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even my landlords, they're like, cool. I was like, is it okay? Of course, hopes they don't see this. I don't think Jim will see it, but maybe Sony will see it. But Sony's like, sure, of course. Like, what more mature woman doesn't want to see a healthy young man walking around, But then I asked, of course, I asked the husband, I won't say the name, and he's like, sure, I don't care, so I'm like, cool, right? So I just walk around, and then, there's like the golf courses over there, but there's bushes and stuff, so I can bounce on the rebounder naked and walk around naked. So anyways, that's why it's like, and plus, the cleanliness, I mean, I'm not going to admit, I haven't been as clean as I used to be. This place is so small, it gets dirty really quick. So I just do like a thorough cleaning like every couple weeks or once a month. I take all the laundry, all the sheets, I take everything out, vacuum, hit the floor, hit everything, and then I just let it go. And, like there's where I eat, there's like some stuff on the ground, and a lot of times, so I'm not like OCD about being clean, but I am, I'm pretty clean. And the main thing is the kitchen. Like, remember those videos I made with the fridge? You think, oh, I just make my fridge look like that to make a video? No, it's always like that. I don't have food. I go to the market, I get food, I eat it, it's gone. I go to the market, I get food, I juice it. I have nothing in my fridge. I'm telling you, I know the quality of your life and your energy and your body odors by looking at your fridge. And the best fridge is a fridge with nothing in it except like water and the fruits and vegetables that you need to juice or make into a salad. And like I said, like, I'm not judging anyone, but I mean, like, my condiment is salt, and olive oil or Udo's oil. And then I use like just nuts, seeds. So I'll have some nuts and seeds sometimes, not that much, that I blend into the yogurts and stuff. But I do find, and I'm just saying, when I take the Paradigm, it is so gentle and so soft, and it is so clean. So I'm going to be always promoting the paradigm. And then I get the complainer. I wish you wouldn't sell stuff. It's so expensive. I never think that way. I never think that way. I never say anything like that because I had to come out of more of an impoverished mind state, and I learned what to say, what to think, and what to feel so that the abundance could always stay flowing in my direction. If you're complaining about how someone else is making their money, if you're complaining about how expensive things are, you're going to be poor your whole life because things have value. Paradigm has value. Morocco method has value. People put time and energy and expertise and mastery into producing quality products and services. And that's what I was talking about. See, here I go again. But the globalist model versus the free market capitalism. Every model has its downside. But I like the free market capital, which means if you get up and get off the couch and quit smoking so much weed and go do something, then you can make money, get a girlfriend, buy a house, buy a car, whatever. But if you sit around and collect welfare, or the people that have more energy that want to get up, that created like trajectories of, hey, I get up, like I do this, like I spent all day yesterday getting all this stuff. Then I spent the whole morning getting everything ready to do this. So it takes a lot of time, energy, and money to do this here now as a free service where you don't have to pay for anything. That's why I like to plug my products, because that's what gets me. I get a little tiny bit, like, I can like go buy a candy bar with what I get from the Google AdSense. You know what I mean? Actually, it's getting to the point when I do these video marathons where I can actually afford the guy that I hire to do the all the reels and stuff and help me with stuff. He's kind of a genius. He understands all this stuff. I do not. I still don't. I talked to a nice lady yesterday. She said she wants to be my wife so she could come work for me and do all that stuff. Not a bad idea there too either, but how much do I got to deal with? Because I got a dope-ass life, dude. I wake up, I meditate, I do yoga, I walk around naked. I don't have to bother with anything. Don't get me wrong, I'm a little bit lonely. I wouldn't mind having a cuddle partner, but, as you get more mature, you get over the whole, like, all the expectations of, like, oh, we're going to force this thing to work with society standards. And it's like, no, your bedroom's over there, mine is over here. We can have dinner together. And when you're ovulating, we'll, have a little fun or whatever. But it's like, the whole thing, trying to force it into the society box. People are very unique people, and everybody should be unique. Like, I like to sleep alone. I like to, I like the every once in a while, chilling. But, I like to, I like to roll around. Anyways, this bed here is a tiny ass thing. I mean, it's nothing. I don't even fit on this thing. I'm 6'2", and this thing is 6'2". So my toes and my head hit the thing. Why I haven't changed that, I don't know. I didn't plan on being here this long. I may actually end up. I have a bed in storage, a queen. That might even be better. But this little thing, or get rid of the couch thing at least and just throw the mattress on the ground. That way my feet hang over. But it doesn't really matter. I sleep good like a baby. I mean, I've slept in tents, garbage cans, abandoned houses on hardwood floors. So I'm pretty much a soldier, the mattress is nice. It's a little thing because the thing, on the bottom. I could fix it. I should. I go get a piece of plywood so the mattress at least stays flat. But it dips down in the middle. Probably like have back problems when I'm older. Thank God for all the yoga. But actually, I feel really good. I'm pretty surprised that actually as you get more mature or chronologically mature, that you can actually feel better and better and more energy. But there's a lot of secrets that I'd like to share. And I should make videos like that. But, I'm probably going to have to start like charging for the videos. Like the Elite Video Club has just been like 60 or 70 hardcore people, and then every once in a while some people will come in and come out, but for whatever reason, but I only have like 60 or 70 super hardcore um, diehards, and they basically feed me. Like the social media um, pays my rent, and then the Patreon feeds me, and I'm lucky. I'm very blessed. I could blow it up, but the thing is people don't know so much about the lifestyle that I live. And lifestyle is way more important than money. Like me doing what I do, which I don't really talk about it that much. Like people don't know how much I have fasted on water and dry fasted, and they don't know anything about the food experiments and stuff like that. Because I don't need a bunch of keyboard warriors, trying to tell me how to live. I get enough of that as it is. Um, I go by God. See what I'm saying? Like I have this vision and this mission. I talked to a couple people in my life about it, and even they don't even really fully get it. Like what I'm being called to do. And I'm like, I don't think people can understand what you're being called to do. I think you need to understand it and do it, and don't even talk to people about it. So I get up here and I'm like, eat your vegetables, and I kind of just stick to the program, and it's great. But I've had a lot of experience, an unbelievable amount of water fasting, and I think that's the reason why I have actually been feeling just overall, you know, better in many ways. I've definitely aged. I have more wrinkles and stuff. I mean, that is going to happen. I talked to my friend yesterday. I love her. She's great. But we were just like, she's like, yeah, our teeth are going to fall out. And I was like, yeah. And our asses are going to fall to the floor. And my balls are going to be down by my knees, and we're going to get old, and we're going to, because, everybody wants to stay healthy. But at least I like the people that are realistic, like, okay, our teeth are going to fall out and our boobs are going to sag, and, our asses are going to go flat. I mean, it's like you have the badonkadonk, but then later on, it's just the hormones stop. And yes, you can do lunges till you're 80, and to mitigate that pretty well. Like I've done pretty well, all the cycling and the hiking, but still eventually I'm going to have old man butt, It's just how it's going to be, man. And the teeth are going to fall out. But I still have everything, my teeth and everything, so it's amazing. And so that was just hella funny, And so we're all going to get old, fester, and, some of us are going to get skinny and short, and some of us are going to get fat and short, and our spine is going to shrink, and we're going to lose like 2 inches shorter. I used to be 6'2", now I'm 6 foot. And then we're all going to get old, and we're going to die, I know that's such a wonderful message for us here, because I know on the YouTube it's like, you're going to stay young forever. Look at me. I've got the right lighting and everything, and the right filters and everything. And then you meet people in real life, and nobody looks like they do on the internet, and myself included, for sure. You're going to be, ooh, wow. Those lines are a little deeper than you let us think, because you know how to get the frontal lighting, and you don't put up a picture of yourself first thing in the morning when you're like, oh, So it's just hilarious, man. The whole thing, it's like we're living in this. I mean, it's crazy. It's a psyop. And then on the spiritual domain, it's a total illusion. It's all one, like it's a perception of your conditioning. And then when you sit and meditate, you're like, it's like there's nothing there. And then it's like, what's your job? Well, to say words. Do you believe in them? Maybe there's some relative truths, like, hey, orange juice is orange and it tastes good when you drink it. But you can say all kinds of stuff, and then the one side of orange juice will rot your teeth and your colon will fall out. There's no vitamins in it. Then the other side will say orange juice will make you sprout wings, and you'll fly away to the heavenly realms as you get more and more delusional. You can go 6 months or something on a mono fruit diet, but eventually there's you got to keep this thing balanced, and that's what you learn after this on a long-term thing. And I feel more balanced. Other people might be like, Dan, you're losing it, dude. You're going crazy. Here's the nanoparticulate of my specific point of view, And if you're 12% fat and your arteries are gonna blow up or whatever, and it's like, no, dude, I just ate 4 avocados. You know, it's like, and I feel fantastic, you know. So anyways, this is for me. So this is orange tangelo mandarin. This is my little after workout snack. So I'm going to put that in the fridge. Then we're going to come back and do some alchemy. Okay, so don't go anywhere. I can still talk to you. I got to hurry up. I got to leave very soon. You can still hear me because I have the hat mic. I've got all this food out here. And I need to get this stuff done, damn it. Don't you understand? And I went and bought big jars, and I had to buy cups and plates. Now we're about to do, look at this, dude. What is it? 30 minutes to make one. I gotta hurry, fool. What time is it? Dude, this is gonna be my little timer here. 8:31. I gotta leave in 1.5 hours. So get a move on, DTM. So let's shut up and get it done. I'm not gonna use all that right now, because I have all this, the smaller chunks. I think I'm gonna use this much ginger. And then I'm gonna use, I got just a little bit of turmeric, but I like the ginger, and the turmeric is just a little bit. If I had more, I'd throw more. And it's a tonic. So 30 minutes you had to wait. Me rapped about all my life problems. Oh, God, it's so hard to be me. Actually, I'm super blessed. But this is a citrus, whatever you got. Grapefruit goes good. Any citrus you got, one type of citrus or 7 types of citrus. Mix them all together and then add your turmeric and your ginger. And you only really need, you know, these are when you take these before you get sick, or if you aren't, you know, aware and feel it. Oh, you feel it, that tickle, or your lungs or your nose or your sinuses. You're like, oh, nip it in the bud with this. You know, so like a nice little fatty turmeric, baby. Yeah, so we got the turmeric, and it's just coming out of here a lot. So that's how it looks like. It's a lot. Can't really see. So anyhow, but like about quite a bit. Anyhow. So that's the turmeric, and then I'm just going to blast it. These are going to be like little shots. I got these little cups, compostable cups, and compostable plates. Little plates. That way, the small amount of food, it's not going to be like a huge meal for anyone, but I just wanted to have the sweet juices, a green juice, and then a nice salty salad with pumpkin seeds, and I'm going to throw some jalapenos in there, bok choy, some lettuce. We'll see what happens. I got about an hour and a half to make this happen, because then I got to go get ice, so I got to get my butt moving. Quit talking so much. But no, that's what happens when you make videos. You have to talk. Well, you don't have to, but it kind of makes it a little bit more. And if you could educate while you're doing this stuff, that's the skill of the DTM. Yeah. Oh, crap, dude. We ain't even done. We ain't even done, dude. You know, I mean, what am I going to do, bruv? Those are limes. Should I do the rest of it? Or cut those up? Maybe I'll just cut those up. Yeah, later. Because I got bananas, I got watermelon, so it'll be like fruit and juice and salad. Can you dig it, baby? I think what we're going to get on this, because I'm going for 2 quarts, I'm going to throw a little more ginger in there just to next level it. Ooh, there's a lot of dirt. Okay, that's going to be good. That's got some good flavor, and then I'm going to balance that out with some, so check it, baby. Cool, right? So this is just a full-on thing, and I figured an hour and a half to 2 hours is what it was going to be. If I can get out of here by 10, it's 8:30 right now, that'll be amazing. But I have a lot of stuff to do. Baby. So there's that, and then I'm going to go with the pretty good. And then I'm going to bring it up because I've got these big jars, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just top it off with the coconut water, and that's that. And then here it is, a couple of these, and we're just going to hydrate everybody. And I'll talk to them about, you know, whatever, if people have questions. They don't. They're not trying to get educated on health. They get the gist of it. They're like, oh, you know, wow, real food. I should eat more of that, you know, and I don't need to preach. They see this, they taste it, the vibe of the DTM, got the music kicking over there, the God frequency, and that's going into this too. It's going into me. And then I got a lot of love, and then bam, we hit that, and we roll. Can you dig it? Then yes, I had the question about, these are the gray lids. The white lids do leak. These ones are the leak-proof lids. You can get these. These are the ball leak-proof, the gray ones from, you know, Amazon for sure. You know what I'm saying? And they really work well. So there's that. That goes into the fridge. Can you dig it? Oh, I just kicked the coconut with my toe. Okay. That sucks. Okay. All right, now this one, I just kicked the coconut with my, not my little toe, but the second one over. Which little piggy? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. The one that had no roast beef. So the vegan toe. This little piggy had none. And then the little piggy that cried wee, wee, wee all the way home. So we're going to need to feed that little piggy some roast beef so that it can get the amino acids that it needs for cellular repair. Okay, here we go, folks. Now we got to rinse this out. We're going to get this, dude. If we don't, I'm not going to be late, though, because I am going to play some music today. And I want to make sure I get the whole set. Because last week I was late. All I had time for was the food. I caught the closing circle. So this is sugarcane. And this is for me, actually. This is sugarcane, coconut water, and I'm going to add some lime. Okay? So this one's for me. I got a big, that's a fat lime. Like I said in one of the last videos, when it's yellow, that's when the lime is actually ripe. Cool and cool. Okay. This one's for me. I got two different kinds of sugar cane. I got the green and I got the purple. Give it a stir, Mr. McDougal. Get it right. So everything's balanced. And so these are for me. And then this next one. Whoa, whoa, bro. I need one of these right now. So that is what's going down. Okay. Oh, it's fresh. Oh, that is fresh. Put this in the fridge and then we'll get back with the next recipe, which I don't know what it is. I think it's going to be the green juice recipe. Can you dig it? Oh, you know what it is? It's actually going to be the sugar cane. baby, the sugar cane. Okay. Got to keep track of what's what so that I don't grab all my stuff. Now this is the green sugar cane, and I'm gonna go for 2 big old bottles of that. So let's see what kind of alchemy we can get out of this project. I'm gonna go with oh, that's an orange. Cool. Should we go lime or lemon on this one? I think we'll go with the let's do that. Let's do lime here. We'll do the sugar cane with the lime, 2 quarts. We want a little bit more, so we're gonna go with like 4 limes. So 1 lime per quart, and then that should have a nice limey flavor. Okay, we're doing great, aren't we? Gotta hurry though, because we gotta be on time. I'm not gonna miss the music, man. I gotta. It's been like a year since I've jammed, okay? And if you ain't been Jimmy jamming, then you're a sad, sad little boy. Because music is really what it is, and the people they all know me, man. We've been here for years, you know. I've been here for a decade. They know me, man, and they're like, this dude. Because normally people would be banging on the drums and like, okay, the drummer, he's not that good. It's cool, but it's not that cool. But I have a very special set of skills when it comes to drums. I just have this thing. I mean, well, I played on the streets. Well, I had the drumming. First of it was in the rock band. I didn't start drumming until I was like, I think I was like 19. Wait, hold on. No. It was earlier than that because we went out into the chicken coop. And we were tweaking. Okay, I'll leave it up to your imagination to what that is. But I built a chicken coop, and then I was a chicken farmer, never killed a chicken. Didn't want to eat the chickens. They were my pets, but I did eat the eggs. But that was a long time ago. And then what happened is the raccoons and the cougars just ate all my chickens, you know, after the course of several months, you know. So that sucked, you know. And that was what that is, you know what I'm saying? So this is mine, and this is the one. But this, man, oh my God, I want to take a drink of this. This is the pure stuff. It's selfish. Goodbye, my dear love. I'll see you next weekend. Well, Tuesday also. Tuesday markets if I drive up to Honolulu, but I usually go Saturday to get sugar canes from Spencer. He grows the mineral-rich sugar cane juice. It's pure minerals. Can you dig it? So there's that. And then, you know, I'm just going to leave some of the fiber. Sometimes I strain it, but a little bit of the fiber will be a little, you know, gourmet for the connoisseurs of this magnificent drink, which is sugarcane and coconut water. Mine is half and half. This is 1/4 to 3/4. You know, so they're getting a watered down version, which is a little bit sad, but then again, we're trying to stretch out our Skrilla. Can you dig it? So I invest all my own money, and then what I hope for is enough donations to cover it. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But it's a labor of love, and I love doing this for my community because it's like a service thing. And I enjoy it, and I try to get the content. It's not like this video is going to help cover the costs of my, you know, of all the food that I bought, the fruits and the vegetables and stuff. But I'll send my buddy Michael around, and he makes everyone feel guilty. He's like, put the money in the jar, man. It takes a jar around. So don't forget to bring a jar, dude. I got to do that. I'm going to do that right now. So this is the green sugarcane and coconut water. That goes into the fridge. Give me 1 second. Don't kick any more coconuts. Get this sucker out of the way so that doesn't happen again. Punk. I'll be right back with you, folks. Isn't it cool that you can hear me? I'm all the way outside. It's a beautiful day. We got this. Look at this. We're loading it up, ladies and gentlemen. We are loading this thing up. My people are going to love this. Okay, now the next thing is the green juice. Yes. So just bear with me, folks. I told you it was going to be a little bit more, you know, a little more real. Is that okay? Like it's real, like real timing. Like what does it take? You know what I'm saying? To really get this handled. You know what I mean? Herbal blood, pure enzyme. Can you dig it to make the day started off right? My friend asked me, what do enzymes do? It's like, everything. Nothing in your body works without enzymes. And the stress and the fake food and the pollution, our bodies are constantly just becoming majorly enzyme deficient. Even the raw food sucks. Sorry to say. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but man, humans are like they're not running on all eight cylinders. They don't get it. They're like, well, this just fills my stomach. It's got a lot of calories. You know, anyways, I don't mean to be a dick, but the food, and it's no wonder no one knows what the hell's going on. They're like, the government cares, dude. They really, really care. Oh, the government. I watch the media. It's amazing. Oh, they're the arbiters of truth. I'm going to follow them right over the cliff. I'm a funny guy, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Once I get rolling, it's just going to get rolling, bro. 8 of each. 8 herbal blood. 8 pure enzyme. I will tell you this right now. I doubt there's anybody on earth that has as good a digestion as me. I could eat 2x4s, razor blades, and nails. I mean, it's crazy. I just eat, absorb it, burn it, poop it out. What's left over? Clean machine. Okay, let's get on with it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with it. Next is some green juice. So yeah, so that's it. So I think I might even make it because I realized that I was going to say, 30 minutes per juice. But did you just notice that we finished the sugar cane real quick like? So now we got the green juice and then a salad. It should be able to get this done. And how many times you're going to check the time? 8:48. We're doing good. Okay? Let's do this. Oh, it's a lot earlier than I normally consume anything, but it's going to be a busy day. It was a busy day yesterday. I've been busy lately. You'd be surprised at how much energy, effort, and time goes into making these videos. And I just felt like it, but now I feel all bummed out because of what they did. And I'll tell you all about it, like I said. I'll tell you all about it on the next video. So, what do we got? What are we looking at? Here we go. This is what we got. We have, this gets out of the way. Anyways, people ask me this all the time. Zulay Kitchen. Zulay Kitchen. Zulay Kitchen. This thing has lasted me like 10 years without a problem. So, ultra heavy duty, super chronic. You know, boil it up, tighten it up every once in a while, you're good. So, I'm not even going to clean it. This is how we're dealing commercial here. It's like, oh my God. Now you know. It's like I'm leaving the residues of the sugar cane and the little bit, I see some lime flecks, but we're putting lemon in this juice anyways. So we're going with the, I'll show you what we got here. This is just a nice, clean green juice. And we got cucumber here. Okay. 4 cucumbers. And then we've got cilantro and dill. A couple of funky bits there. Cilantro and dill. And kale. So cilantro, dill, kale, cucumber, and lemon. And I'm going to be making one of these for myself as well. Can you dig it? I got to do the cucumber first. And then some big fat, little more dill and more cilantro. And 1 lemon, but I'm going to go with 2 lemons on this one, because I want it to be nice and lemony. Cool. So look at those. I mean, this is crazy. Like, they used to be $2, and it's just delusional. And here we go with the politics again. But the White House putting out these statements: we're lowering costs for everyday Americans, and it's like, bro, this used to be $2 for like 10 years, and then all of a sudden now it's $3. So and everything else has gone up too. So I don't know what kind of delusional world we're living in. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a bad domestic terrorist, and people are like, I don't agree with your politics, Dan. I'm like, I get it. I'm a domestic terrorist. I want to be free. I don't want the government, touching me in my private parts. All right? Which is what their dream is. They want to touch every part of you, and they want to control every aspect of your lives. Because they love it. People love control because they're afraid. And they make a lot of money. So the world seems to be balancing itself out, though. So let's steer clear of the politics. So let's go. No, not with the kale. Let's go with the cucumber first. Dan, be quiet. It's a very sensitive topic. Oh my God. And I'm like, I let other people have their opinion, but other people don't let me have mine. That shows you what side that you're on, because the truth doesn't need defense. And the truth, you don't get like psychotically emotionalized with the truth. You're like, it's just the way I see it. I could be wrong. But then the people that are more into the falsehood, they protect that with their life. How dare you think a thought that isn't the same as my psychological operative narrative that I live by? And it's like, well, it depends on who's pushing the narrative. And if you haven't read a history book, you're like, oh, everything has always been a narrative being pushed by what I call now the underlords. But back then it was like, the king, the monarchs, the despots, whatever, the controllers. Name it what you want, but it's an energy field. It's like there's dudes like me that are like, do what you want, just don't hurt anyone, like whatever. Just, you want to be a race car driver, be a race car driver, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a cow farmer and eat beef, do it. How dare you, Dan? We've got to control everyone everywhere all the time. It's like, I don't. I mean, the world is super diverse, and I don't mean like, the DEI. Do you know how to fly the plane? I don't know how to fly a plane. Well, you're the right color. Get in there. Fly it. You're like, oh, shit. That's like not a good idea. You want people to be qualified, See how political I am? But I feel like I'm educated on what's happening. It doesn't even really matter. It's just a hobby for me. But it's one that, and I really lit up. I mean, if you can rap for an hour straight about the New World Order and the geopolitical situation, and you're on fire with laser sharp facts the whole time. No, people don't have to agree with me, but then again, I don't watch CNN, MSNBC, and I see how slanted everything is, you know, and I just don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in any of the media. I believe in like the alternative media, and that's why I said you know, I think I even said on that video, yeah, I saw David Wolf yesterday. I was like at the market. I'm like, meme lord. We had a nice conversation. We're going to get together and make a video, but it's going to be full on 100% conspiracy theory, you know. Everybody already knows, so it's not a very good business, you know, model, especially for the big tech and social media. I don't know what is even selling these days. You know, no, I don't know if no one really says anything. I mean, are people even interested in health anymore? I don't even really know. It's become so automatic for me, and I'm still digging deep, you know. I'm just kind of like doing this video marathon for now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I enjoy the art aspect of it, but I'm not gonna lie. It's like I really enjoy it's a job. Is that okay with everyone? That this is just my job that I have. That's how I feel. I don't need like the haters don't bother me. There's people talking crap. There's still like people in the movement that are still talking crap about me. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like a decade later, it's like, get over it, dude. I don't know why you're obsessed with me, you know? I'm boring. They took my channel. I'm a nobody now. Doesn't that make you happy? But I think that just being a nobody who's still doing what he's always been doing instead of, you know, just being like, well, I changed my mind, which is fine. Change your mind. I mean, don't get me wrong, but don't go backwards, you know, go forwards. Just because it's hard to be, I guess you call it discipline, but you know, it's more like an ideal, you know. Believe me, I'm the last one that's perfect, and I've slipped, you know, many a time on many different levels, but I never gave up. You know, I just never gave up on this journey to wholeness, the journey of truth. This is my favorite. This is my favorite juice. Now I'm gonna put this here just so you can kind of see it. The pile of stuff, the kale, and then you know it also, like, if I had a dehydrator, which I'm gonna get one. I don't even really believe in dehydrated foods, but I don't not believe in them either, because I do like the crackers. If they're around, I'll eat them, and then I'll have to drink more water and more juice to reconstitute the dehydrated crackers. But my point is if you take the pulp, all this green pulp especially, you make these green crackers out of the green pulp. You can do it in the oven too, and you can even bake them. It's no big deal. It's like, oh my god, the enzymes, yes, but whatever. It's still like organic whole food fiber, and maybe you're a raw person, but your kids aren't. You just bake the crackers. You take this with flaxseed and garlic and ginger and onion powder and whatever you want. You know, it's a red pepper, jalapeno, anything, oregano, you know, sage, rosemary. Rosemary's really good in these crackers. You take the pulp, and you mix it with some ground flax seeds. That makes it as a binder, and then you can just make some crackers. So I bought a food processor. I don't think I've used it on a video yet. I bought it to make like one video, believe it or not, because I make this hummus. I've made the hummus. I just didn't make a video of it. It's this roasted red pepper hummus without roasting the red peppers, but it's with the Paradigm Natural and red peppers, and then you make this amazing hummus. And so I bought the food processor, and haven't used that yet. But then I was like, okay, but this is a little bit small of a kitchen. I'd like to have a big kitchen. And then, you know, I mean, dude, and people are asking me and I might do it. My landlord, he's got a little cooking stove thing. I could make cooked food for people that are freezing their ass off in winter, and it'll be better than the crap You know, or it's like, are you a niche market for the raw foods? And it's like, yeah, but the people, they're freezing their asses off and the food sucks. So let me show you how to make some of these soups. You know what I mean? That are like, I'm like a freak. I'm a freak when it comes to food. I like this stuff the best, the raw food, you know, but like, I know how to make some gnarly, grubbing cooked food that's super healthy, you know, with whole food ingredients. And it's what it is, it's the preparation where you're like, oh, did you deep fry the olive oil? It's like, oh, you don't want to do that. You put the olive oil on last and keep it raw. You don't want to cook your fats, man. No matter what. You don't want to cook in fat or cook the fat. You put the fat on afterwards. You know, but if you like cook up some grains or cook up some vegetables, starchy vegetables, one that's very good. I mean, I think that baked yams are good. Sweet potatoes, butternut squash is incredibly versatile. Of course, you can eat that raw. I got my spiralizer out, so I'll be probably making some zucchini. We just passed 1 hour. Zucchini noodles, cucumber noodles, butternut squash noodles, butternut squash spaghetti. I got all that stuff in my recipe book, and I gave up on recipes because it's not something I do. My food is so stupidly simple. There's no recipe, there's no career involved. It's like you just took a head of lettuce and wrapped up macadamia nuts in it. That's not a recipe, Dan McDonald. I want zippity bop bang bang, you know? And it's like, I don't really want to do that. Like, I get more satisfaction out of the simplicity, and there's some of you that are nodding your head. You're like, yeah, me too. But think, that's you and me. We're going to get together. We're going to have some apple slices with raisins and a homemade nut butter in the food processor. Whether that's cashew or whether that's, I like the cashew butter that I make at home. And I just dip apples in it. That's the greatest dessert in the history of the world, okay? So this juice is going to be the top tier. Can you dig it? So I'm thinking about this. I've been thinking about this for years, you know, and I'm kind of like, what would Lou think? And it's like, who cares what Lou would think? I mean, Lou is not a cooked food chef. I am a chef of all kinds, every kind. My career is like raw food, you know, which is like, that's kind of the best because it's like, you know, I like the raw food, the plant-based, because, and especially the raw, because there's something about just certain things, the plants and stuff that have an effect on the consciousness, especially for more like a spiritual person. And then I see there's nothing wrong with the animal consciousness, though, either. You know, they're just a different kind of a way of being on planet Earth. And I know everyone thinks that their one right way is the one right way, but there's so many different people. I think that's something that I've learned. You're not going to change this world because everyone wants to be what they want to be. You know, I mean, no, the globalists want control and they want us eating insects. I mean, that's their dream. The other guy, he wants to just eat steaks and drink beer and have barbecues. And it's like, why would I take that away from him? Or judge him or anything like that. Like, I'm just this skinny ass little dude who meditates. You know? I'm a skinny dude who has like 1 orgasm a year. You know, and that was when I had a special lady and I don't anymore. So now I'm down to 0. And, you know, it's like that means that you're pretty much getting super energized. I know you wanted to hear that, but the young men can never hear enough. I've had to brainwash myself. I brainwashed myself with 2 things. 1, semen retention knowledge for 23 years. And number 2, self-realization, self-inquiry, or the pursuit of the understanding of the absolute, undifferentiated, supreme being, or the Christ consciousness, or the kingdom of heaven, or the nirvana, or the bliss state, or satori, or illumination, or transcendence through the process of transfiguration.
In other words, basically meditation that lasts all day, every day, even right here, right now. See, even right here, right now, I'm saying many words, which I'm not sure how I feel about this job. It's like silence is the highest truth. Then the words are like, Dan, I disagree with you on that. And it's like, okay, you win. I don't care, you know? Well, what do you mean? I mean, my job is just to get up here and talk. How invested am I in the words? Dan, I don't believe you. I like bacon. It's a superfood. Kale's bad for your thyroid. That's what I truly believe with all my heart. Okay, great. You win. Don't eat kale, you know? I'm going to eat it. My thyroid works great. Whatever. Other people are like, you can't have semen retention. You'll go crazy. You'll kill everyone, you know? And like, that's you. You need to do that. You need to bop your baloney, or you need to go down and get a Chinese hooker because you eat too many spicy crab cakes at the all-you-can-eat restaurant. And so it hurts, you know, and you don't have the skill to transmute it. But I've been doing that for a long time, so I don't go out and like, I'm suppressing it. I don't suppress it. Here I am being creative. It's creativity. So it's full of power surging up my back, into my brain, out my heart. And I make food for church, and I make videos, and I get creative, and I do yoga, and I go for long walks, you know, and I go for bike rides, and I rebounder, and I'm going to start lifting weights. I bought some more dumbbells. Now I need to go get some 15s and some 50s, and then I'll have the whole set. And then I'm going to start doing more. Like, I've done a little bit, and I respond very quickly. This was the little bit that I have here because I did a lot of fasting, and I've got more fasting to do, believe it or not. The fasting is the number one thing that I do, and the semen retention, and the daily meditation, and the daily yoga, and the daily rebounding, and the fresh juices, and the whole lifestyle, basically, and getting my thoughts right, like, hey, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with myself. Are you perfect? No, I'm not. But aren't you going to judge yourself for not being perfect? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going to be okay with all the mistakes I've made, all the crack that I've smoked, all the hearts that I've broken, and all the hearts that have broken mine. And I'm not going to judge anyone or be mad and be like, oh, that person, how dare they? You know, and I'm just going to let go and let God, and the energy's going to flow, and I'm just going to love myself the way I am, mistakes and all, hella mistakes all the time. You know, and it's like, this is like a hard job because it's like, you got thousands of people, which I'm super small now, but thousands of people. Then you got some college kids somewhere reviewing my videos saying, nope, take you down, you're off of there. So my whole thing rides on some liberal kid getting paid like 15 bucks an hour to censor these videos. Now he's probably going to see this and be like, oh, rejuvenator, strike two, you know. Oh, shut up. Okay, we're good. It's all going to work out. This channel will survive. Everything's going to be awesome. No, we're going to survive. It's going to be great. I'm a good little boy. Spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Mary Poppins is amazing. Do what you're told. The government knows everything. They love you. You know, it's like I'm just playing with fire. So if I disappear, so in other words, go check out sign up for my other. Go to my website, regenerateyourlife.org right now and get on my email list. That's the safest. That's the most safest place, is my email list. Or regenerateyourlife.org. And go to the free tab. And sign up. Send me your email and get on my email list. That's the number one place. That if I lose, the whole rest of it goes to hell in a handbasket, I'll still have that to stay in communication. So regenerateyourlife.org. I've got a Life Regenerator Rumble channel. I've got a The Life Regenerator on Instagram. Dan, the Life Regenerator McDonald on Facebook. That's a pretty cool place. When I lost the channel, I used Facebook, and that worked out pretty well to keep my head above water so I didn't starve to death. Thankfully, I've been rebuilding over here as much as I can. This job is a love-hate thing. No offense to you. I appreciate all the people, the love and support. But there's like, you know, my thing rides on an AI college kid with small, tiny little raisins for testicles. And if I was toting the narrative When you tote the narrative, you get millions of subscribers for going along with, what they want to promote, which is, hey everyone, it's really bad to have huge full testicles and be masculine. Let them shrink up. Here's some atrazine. Go, cool, yay, liberal. Oh my god, it's so progressive. My balls have shriveled up to the size of currants. Look at yours, they're still raisins. Oh my god, you've probably got 1 gram of testosterone left. You're a loser. And then the other dudes are like, hey, I'm going to keep them, and you're not going to do anything, and I'll smash your head if you hurt my women and children. That's toxic masculinity. No, that's just masculinity. We're still here to protect women and children. I know that's, gone out the window these days because the whole thing is like, well, I got my pizza delivered by the whatever they do these days. I never had nothing delivered. Nobody touches my food. Can you dig it? The farmer. Anyways, I don't mean to be a dick, man, but testosterone levels are dropping precipitously while mine goes up. Do you understand how powerful I am? It's like, Dan, you need to get a girlfriend. Any volunteers? No, I'm a bad person. Jesus is frowning. He's like, oh, why did you have to say that, Dan? Just keep it on the fruits and vegetables. Don't have fun. Don't laugh. This is serious. Have a corn cob up your butthole. Okay, so I want to stick a coal up your butt and have a diamond come out. That's how uptight I want you to be. This is America, and you deserve to be so uptight with all your derangement syndromes and stuff. I got to stop having fun. Seriously, it's wrong. We got to take this seriously. Fresh. I'm a pig. Sorry. Okay, we got it. Okay, here we go. Word. Now we're about to do some now we're going to see what the real deal is here. I went through a lot of effort for you folks today, okay? Can you be digging it? I know you can be digging it. No, once that sugar cane kicks in, it's like, you're raising balls. Why, regenerator? Why must you always talk about penises and balls? What's wrong with you? I know people are like, Dan, you have to stop this. Like, I can't. I'm from the trailer park. You're trailer trash. I'm gonna have to figure this out, baby girl. Because we got a lot of coconuts. A lot of coconuts, man. So that's how we do it. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get myself a green juice out of this one. Because I'm trying to get, I got the orange juice. I got the sugar cane. I need one of these for myself for later, too. Because when I'm hydrated, I'm motivated. I'm starting to I'm telling you, it's like you're ODing on sugar. One of my favorite guys is a Kali Muscle. Isn't it funny? Because they're like, Kali Muscle, Liver King, how dare you? I'm like, yo, don't be tripping, bruv. It's like, I just appreciate people being themselves. Stale cracker, all of it, man. Stale cracker, he eats alligators and turtles, man, and strips rabbits clean of their skin. I'm like, okay, I know. I don't promote their channels or anything, but still, I find people to be entertaining that have the testicular fortitude to be themselves. I have a thing because I'm like, I had things happen to me, and I'm very well aware of a lot of things that I don't really want to mention anymore. But those are the things that are like, because you can protect a lot of children's brains and stuff if you know. But the people, they don't know. After all these years, they still don't know. They're still going along with it. It just blows me away. And I wanted to be a part of that. But it's like, you know what? That's their karma, not mine. Because I don't want to lose my job. If you haven't figured it out by now, there's a good chance that you may not ever get it. You know what I mean? So what do we got?
Uh-oh, we only got 45 minutes left to do a salad. I think we're going to get this. And I'm cleaning up because I'm not coming back to this mess. So even if I'm a little bit late, I won't make you stick around for the cleanup, although I should make you stick around for the cleanup of the juicer. It's like, I hate cleaning the juicer. It's like, I love it. I love every aspect of it from step one to going to bed at night. I love this lifestyle. Fresh. Now, one last little popper here. So I can get my little snack. How am I going to do this? I'm going to do this like this. I just want my little green juice. Okay, let's see what we can do here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're going to take it all the way to the top. Okay, and then what I'm going to get out of that is I'm going to get I'll get a full quart for your boy DTM. Always smell it. Let's see if we can get this. I'll give it a little. I think it's fine. It kind of got stirred up. So anyhow, let's see if we can, without going too crazy. This is for me. God, that is. I love it. I love it. This is the one. You know, the green juices. There's something very special about green juice. Now let's see what happens here with this. There's something very special about green juice. Okay. I'm really thankful for you, you know. I've had a great job. I've had a great career, 15 years, man. And I'm telling you, like, I'm just going to tell all of you now that you know, I could end up just going to the forest, you know. I'm really changing a lot. Like, the world, it doesn't have anything for me. I mean, it's like money and even a relationship. It's like, you know, it would have to be a woman that's so understanding that it would be ridiculously impossible, because I'm not going to be traditionally able to be like that. It's like God is number one above everything, and I'm like a yogi, really. Like, I get up here and sort of pretend like I'm a normal dude, and I put on that life regenerator persona that I've built up for 15 years, but I'm willing to give it all up for the one that is the true fulfillment. You know, none of this stuff, the health, it won't do it. The money won't do it. The beauty won't do it. The fame won't do it. It'll never work. It just never does. It can't. And so there'll always be this emptiness once you stop long enough. If you keep going and you just keep smoking and drinking and calling on the phone and scrolling and hiking and traveling and moving, but as soon as you stop for 1 second, you're like, it's just this gaping hole. And there's only the one thing that can fill it up, you know, and fill in the blank. You call it what you call it. You might say it's Jesus. The other person says it's self-realization. The other one says just the source, you know, or whatever. But that's the thing, you know. And it just, and at one point it dawns on you that that's the case, and then you fall in love with God, and you know, and that's it. Your whole life becomes this where you actually try to really, you know, you got to get up in the day and do stuff for sure, but you try to kind of meditate your way through the day. So let's get a couple, and then I think we might even really get this dialed in. The salad should be fairly easy to do. Okay, so I don't know what the hell's going on here, but we're leaking. Do we have... Don't know. Save that for later for something else. I don't know what, because we're done with the juices for the day. Can you dig it? Now what I need is a couple of jars. I should have done this before, but I didn't. So here we go. This is I'll show you what I got. I just went and bought a bunch of jars. So yeah, I had to invest a lot of money in my church friends. And they'll have like announcements and stuff, and I'll be like, and they always have me, hey Dan, say something, you know. Believe it or not, like I'm a little bit shy. I don't, but I do say, hey, I made this food. And, you know, I'm also going to ask everybody, hey, you know, can you please donate? Because that's what I do. And my hope is that, and I did this for years, and it worked. Like, I spend whatever, $300, $400 on food, and then I get $300 to $400 in donations. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but all in all, it ended up just, I got the costs. And the labor and the time and the skill that's on me. And it's a lot more time than people realize. Like, I spent the whole day yesterday preparing to do this. And then I'm trying to make these videos because, you know, like I said, it's not like the Google AdSense. Like on this video, I might get, you know, 30, 40, maybe $50 if a bunch of people find it to be and they stay till the end, you know, and watch all the ads. Not watch the ads, but just the ads come up, the ads come up, the ads come up. I don't even know if watching the ads actually helps, you know. So some people say, I watch the ads just so you can get more. And I'm like, I appreciate that. I don't know if that's how it works, but, you know, who knows? I never really figured out this whole social media thing either. You know, it's like, I can do this. Isn't this kind of cool? Like, look at what I'm doing all this time. An hour and a half later, I'm still rapping. I know about things I'm not supposed to. You know. Dan, you're a domestic terrorist. How dare you have these conservative ideas? I'm like, I'm a conservative, meaning, hey, government, leave me the F alone. That's my conservative movement. I don't care about all this other weird stuff. My conservative movement is, you are too greedy and too, you know, cognitively impaired to represent me in any way, shape, or form, because you will be pulling me backwards with all of your foolishness. And besides, I mean, the thing that bothers me the most is how inefficient the government is. They are so inefficient. If it was private industries, they'd be out of business. When you go with the private industries and stuff, they get stuff done. It takes them a month to do what should take 3 days. And that's the problem with the government. It's because it's your money. You know, when it's your money, you build the deck, you try to save a little money, you try to be efficient. Not them. They're like, oh, 5 cents per nail or 1 cent per nail. We're like, well, we'll take the 5-cent ones. What's the difference? Nothing. It's just taxpayer money. It's like, oh, okay, that's great. You know, so that's my complaint. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a minute right here. Ready? And praise the Lord. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dude. We are on our way up. We are evolving to the highest levels of consciousness. Oh, we're better than we were yesterday. Man, I got some serious juice action. You guys, I'll have to show you. I'll take a photo or something of all this good stuff. Now we're going to work on a salad. There's a lot of cleanup here. Okay, we've got coconuts, orange juice. But now, let's put these jars away. And we're
I'm gonna get out the. I went to the storage yesterday, and that's gonna go. That's actually a good fruit box, perfect size. You know, just for a little snipper snapper. I like boxes because I go to the market and I fill them up, and then I give stuff away. There's a lot of good food around this island that nobody cares about because they don't eat they eat like the spam and the rice and the burgers and the pizza and stuff like that, but they don't really like, oh, these amazing, like, it's more of a novelty thing, you know. It's like, oh, a piece of fruit, amazing, I'm being healthy, and then they go get a cheeseburger, you know. So there's all that. Let's clean this up. See, I said you guys are going to have to deal with me while I do this kind of, but this is like the real stuff here. This is how it really is. You know, this is what it really is. So yeah. So basically, I think I might have said it, but this is what it really is. And so we've got that. And so I've got my knife. I'll clean all this up once we're done. I don't think I'll make this sit through the cleanup, but I've got a knife here. And I will get this stuff out of the way. This is my little, I finally figured it out, to put this tablecloth on here. Makes things a lot better. For the cleanup, I can just go out. Well, it doesn't leak because all the juicing, right? It was leaking onto the floor. I put this carpet. It's totally the wrong color, but it was the only one that was the right size. So when I move out of here, I'll be throwing this, you know, beige, very white carpet that is not going to be white for much longer. It's about 3 weeks old or so, and it's starting to get brown, especially right here where the traffic is into the bathroom and stuff. But because I'm always running around out in the dirt, you know, and then of course I am the messiest dude on earth. I mean, there's like stuff not too bad, but you know, a lot of people are like, oh, so perfect, and they get every little thing. It's all over the place, so it's cool. We'll do this. We'll get this later. For now, we'll just see. There's now, boom, just some turmeric fell on the floor. You know, so it's like, yeah, I proved my point. Okay. So we're getting this, and this is the real thing, and we're collecting Google AdSense money. Oh, those. Hello, I love Google. I love big tech. It's amazing. They're the arbiters of truth. They're fact checkers. Ah. Yeah, your facts don't line up with my common sense, so I think I'll keep my butthole covered. Because I know what you want to do. I know who you are, and I don't play those games, you know what I mean? Sodom and Gomorrah, that's what I'm talking about. That's crazy. We're not ready for that conversation yet, seriously, as a society. We're just not ready for like, whoa, we really should look at some of this debauchery at the lowest levels of Sodom and Gomorrah. But until then, we're just going to have to keep our moral values intact as much as we can. It's not like I'm a perfect little angel. And I got a potty mouth. So I'm going to get to like a lower level of heaven if I even get that. Oh, let's face it. I'm going down. Heaven and hell's right here on earth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the next salad, DTM. You're talking too long. Stop having fun. Okay, hold on. We're going to do some vegetables. Oh, this whole cooler is full of vegetables. So I'm going to go here. I'll put the cooler right here so I can access these snacks. And I can walk in and out, but I've got carrots and all kinds of stuff. So let's see what the heck happens. But check this out, though. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just check this out. Bonga, bonga, bonga. And I'm probably going to get out the, food processor for the carrots. I'll probably do the bok choy by hand. Now the question is this, my young Padawan learners. I've got some salad greens. I could make 2 salads because I've got mixed greens and and I could make 2 different salads. And then I've got like a bok choy carrot. Let's do the let's see what we do here, folks. Okay, we got the bok choy. Look at this, a lot of bok choy, dude. So we're gonna go with the bok choy, and we got the carrots. So we're gonna I think we're just gonna have to do this bok choy thing, and I'm gonna make it kind of cool, like some good handheld finger chunk sizes of big, just because I'm gonna just serve it on these little plates, and we're gonna eat by our hands because I don't want to have like so this is what the size of it's just gonna be so that they can just have these little plates, and then I'm just gonna make it like that. I'll put the carrots in there. I don't know how I'm going to chop the carrots yet, but this is the bok choy. So carrots. So the salad is we got onions. I thought I had 2 bundles, and I do. There's 2 bundles of carrots. I can do those by hand. Oh no, I mean 2 bundles of carrots. Dan, you're overdosing on that sugar cane. Now we got the bok choy. And we've got the this pak choy or something else in here. So just let's go with the chopping. We good. Couple of funky pieces. Yeah, this is a couple of funky pieces on here on the outside. And that really sucks. I put it in the cooler. It might have even been the fact that it was touching the ice that made it a little bit funky. So yeah, this is the real deal here. I think it probably touched the because it touched the ice or something. So I gotta just clean up. Okay, yeah, this one is much better. There's 2 different types of bok choy, the longer one here and then the shorter one. So you got 2 different. You see the difference? Cool. Okay, good. So we're gonna make this. That held up a little bit better. That's good to know. So yeah, well, I'm just gonna chop this, kind of get rid of the butt ends, and then make those finger-sized chunks. See, like this. Boom. Just making sure. That's why it's important for a human being to look at all the little, just to get all the little funky bits out.
And that way it's just definitely more gourmet. So I'm surprised because it was really fresh yesterday, and just by sitting in the cooler overnight, because I don't have a refrigerator. It probably would be better if it would have been fully refrigerated. That's okay. We're gonna just adjust here. Okay. More good stuff. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting into the laser mode zone here. Don't want to really hurry, so I'm going to relax now. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's that. I'm going to have to get a... That's why I like having a refrigerator is good, because I think just simply by sitting for one day, a few little bad bits came on here. Not much commentary. You can see my brain working a million miles a minute here. Lots of love. That's the magic ingredient. Okay, let's do like a thing of onions now, so that we don't have to do as much mixing. These are the green onions here. I think this part of the video got a little bit different, not as much commentary, because this one requires me to actually be paying attention. I think the juicing is a little bit more easier maybe for my mind. And I should probably run some carrots through there too. Oh yeah, don't forget I was gonna throw a little bit of jalapenos in there. Little teeny tiny jalapeno bits. Do another one of these little red ones here. Okay, we are definitely time to go. Oops, stir that in a little bit. Yeah, maybe even this other one too. I didn't want to make it, too spicy or anything. But a nice little surprise, little tasty little spicy bit will be nice. I could put a little ginger, and I just might, as a matter of fact. I got that big ass hub of ginger. Not sure where it went. It's outside. I'm going to put some ginger in there too. So let's do a little layer of the so there's that. But let's do some carrot action here. Carrot and ginger action. So we're going to see what kind of, you know what, I'm going to go with, since I'm going with the finger food today, I'm going to get the other, this is the shredder blade. I'm going to get the chopper blade out and just go with that on the carrots, just so that they're just little medallions, and I'm not going to go super thick. This thing adjusts, so let's go a little bit thin there, a little thinner anyways. And then let's see, should we go sideways or should we go, let's go medallion. So let's see what happens here with the yeah, that's good. I'll use the shredder blade maybe for the ginger. And when they taste, the real food, people like that. They're like, oh my God, this is real food. They can taste the ginger and the carrots and stuff. Okay, so we're going to I was going to do a couple of layers. That way I don't have to, because it gets a little harder and harder to stir as this thing, it's bigger. And I'm definitely running out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Running out of time. That's good though. Looking good, right? So we've got more green stuff to go in there. And I should probably do the ginger too right now. Let's see what happens with that. Ginger, pop.
Should we do shredded ginger? Or you know what we should do? Let's try, we're going to do a bunch of ginger. I want to clean it up. There's some mud on there for sure. I'm going to go with the old, see what happens here with this. This one I'm not that familiar with. Well, here it is. I think you got to have this thing. Yeah, you got to have this thing on there, and then you do that, and that's the S blade. And I'm going straight in. We're just going to mince it and see what happens with that. Flavor bits, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do the jalapenos in there too. That way it even spreads out the bitsy bits a little bit more. So a nice little variety to the size of the... And there it is. So that's kind of nice, right? Woo! Those jalapenos ain't no joke, bruh. Okay. Woo! Jalapeno sneeze. Can you dig it, baby? Okay, we got to get this done, dude. Nice. Next is some more greens. Keep them coming, Sonny. On the money, Sonny. Cool, so this is like the real deal, right? To make this big ass salad, you kind of, I mean, it's not very practical for all y'all at home, but I figure, what the hell, you know, maybe there's some hardcore people that are digging this kind of thing, just hanging out with DTM. Should be able to try to get this thing done in the next 12 minutes, I hope. I mean, I could be hallucinating, but we're coming along pretty nicely here. And then just a few more greens to chop. This is a lot more than I thought it was going to be. So that's good, because I want to make sure we get, you know, all the sweetness is going to come from the juices in the fruit. And then this will be the savory. I think I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to do another one too. Salad. I've got some avocados too, and a bunch of fruit. We're getting it. We're getting it. Ooh, there's a lot of vegetables here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of vegetables. We're going to OD on vitamins. Love. That's the main ingredient. You're just thinking and feeling it, you know, like all the people, and then it's in your hands and it's in your consciousness. You know, you're trying to make sure that nothing slips by, you know, no bugs or no
little funky business. I'm going to talk to my landlords and see if either I can borrow their fridge, which I don't know have has anything in the garage. They've got one in the house. There's one in the garage that I might be able to use, because this little thing, if I'm going to do this at the church, if it's just me, that little teeny tiny refrigerator with the juices is fine. But this stuff, I think it's just because, and I had it in the cooler with 2 ice blocks, but it just wasn't enough coldness in this large cooler to keep it cold enough to where some of the outer bits are just a little bit funky. See, I'll show you, like, just a little bit funky, but not too bad, you know. So I'm cutting that off. I'm cutting all this off, and then everything up here is fine, you know. But if I would have had a full-on real refrigerator, and you could keep the temperature down, I think that wouldn't have happened. And the other thing is, I could have made this salad last night, which I was going to do. I was going to make this video last night, but the day just got by me. I had to go do a bunch of stuff, and it just got by me. And the salt acts as a preservative, and this will last in the fridge for 3 months after you sprinkle it with a little bit of salt. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'll have to adjust my trip, because I know that the people, you know, like, just the serving the fruit and stuff is great, but they love the tasty stuff, you know, with the brewer's yeast and the liquid aminos. I mean, these are not raw vegan people, okay? But everyone does, nobody's like anti-vegan either. They're like, oh, this is vegan food? Cool, you know, I'll go have a steak later after I eat this wonderful vegan food, you know. Or I'll eat some sardines or whatever. I'm thinking of my buddy, the captain. He loves his sardines and his crackers. But he also loves my food too. So it's just, I'm here for everybody, man. So here's the last bundle. And I got a little bit to clean up here. And we got about 8 minutes left. I don't know if we're going to totally get it. I don't have to have you guys on the cleanup or anything like that. But a little bit of salty salt. And then we go with the carrots and the onions. Cool. Well, I really appreciate you joining me today. Let's see if this does anything for my Google AdSense. I'm sure only about, you know, 5% of the people are left. But for those of you that are still here, thank you for your years of love and support. I really mean it. Like, I'll tell you guys this, like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to last at this. I said on one of the last videos, I'm an organic robot. Am I still having fun? I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, I know how to do this. It's not that hard. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. It can be very fun. Some are more funner than others. If I could truly be my full self and be like, they're trying to kill you, you know, and here's the reasons why, you know. But they have their thing with the big tech, and they're in on it because everything gets bought off. So everything is bought out except me and you. You know, we are still trying to be human. And it's a transhuman agenda, and it's lame, dude. I'm not into it. You know, it's not my thing, dude. I'm lucky. Our generation, we're going to get to be mostly human. And I'm not saying like prosthetic arms and stuff like that aren't cool or whatever. Have the microchip in your head. I don't really want a microchip in my head. I don't want to get any of my organs or glands replaced with, you know, metal fake hearts or whatever. I mean, I'm cool. Like, just let me die. Throw me in the trash, you know. Let the wolves eat me. Seriously. Hopefully I'm out. No one has to bother with my body. It's raining a little bit. Cool. Just leave me out there to die, you know.
Okay, cool. That's legit. Like, that's legit, bro.
Word.
Hell yeah. 100%. It's all good. 100%. And that's about it, you know? So, but the other thing, too, so this is one salad, and I think I'm going to make another one. And here's all the ginger at the top. Ginger and carrots. And yeah, 2 hours. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, I've got this other salad. I mean, let's see what happens when we just go over 2 hours. I've got this other salad mix, which I could throw into there. Or I could make another salad, which I think I'm going to do. And I'm just going to do it with you guys. And I'm just going to leave. I think I'm just going to leave this like this. Like, hopefully, you know. And then I'll just use my I'll use my little tongs, you know, to I got my little tongs, and I'll just use that to kind of to serve it all up and stir it up as I serve it, you know. So yeah, that's pretty good, right? Oh, you know what else I could do? In fact, I'll do that right now, so that way we can mix this. I'm going to do a little bit, another teeny dash of that. Okay, and now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here with this. And then I really got to go. I think this is, oh, this is the small one. This is for the next salad. On the bed. So this is what's going to make it to where, and I'll just remove this stuff out of the way. Cool. Yeah. I don't know how long I'm going to last. I might have to start another kind of job or something. You know, because I don't like my whole life riding on some little kid, you know. Can just pull my ripcord any day that it wants because it doesn't like the color of my skin or my politics, you know. And we know which political side is getting persecuted right now, you know. The other people don't see it that way, but so then bam. See? Just go like this, and then that's basically a great way to stir all this up. And get all the onions and the carrots and the salt. And it'll just be, this is just really nice. And I think everyone's going to really appreciate this. All the flavor, the freshness of it, you know, right off the land. Homegrown foods. See, so now everything is nice and stirred up. What you could do, if you are interested, is you could, what you do is you masticate this with your hands. See, I told you to make a mess. You can break this down with your, and just smash it all down. Oh, we might even got it in under 2 hours. Should we call it under 2 hours, or you want to make the other salad? The other salad is basically going to be these greens with pumpkin seeds, and that's it. So let's call it 2 hours. There we go. I'll do some photos or something. So check the Facebook or the Instagram for the photos of the juices and the food at the church. And I got the fruits and the coconuts. We should have plenty of great snacks. Let's call it good at 2 hours. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of the artist formerly known as the Life Regenerator Show.
Now it's just Dan McDonald incognito. Thanks for the thumbs up and the comment. Let me know if you made it to the end. And I'll do more stuff like this in the future. 2 hours, not bad. I got to head out of here, clean up a little bit, blast off. God bless you. You know, God bless you. And get ripped, because that's the most important thing. Just be jacked, huge, so big you can't even put your own pants on. Out.